When last we left our runners, Tink had snuck himself into the security booth due to the distraction caused by Artie and Mad Max. Inside the security booth, he had started to create cards to allow them ease of access to roam around the building. So far, Tink has created 2 of them, one for Artie and one for himself. Meanwhile, down at the break room, Toxic is talking up with Susan, just trying to schmooze and get some information as much as possible. And Artie is playing security guard with Lucian, trying to defuse the situation with Max. Artie had taken a swing at Max, but Max nimbly dodges out of the way. So, we will join Toxic in the break room. Toxic, inside the break room is a couple people sitting down having their lunch. You are off to a back wall, just in a corner all to yourself with Susan. You've been talking about Cyprus logistics. Susan is fairly infatuated with you, kind of fangirling a little bit. Every time you talk or every time you ask her a question, she kind of takes a moment to pause and seems to be thinking about her answers before, giving you the details. So, what would you like to say to her?
Susan, thank you so much for giving us a chance to come out here. And I'm definitely going to include you guys in my next video. You and your closest friends are going to be invited. And maybe, if you can swing it, we could set up a little personal show for you guys. And we'll just blow the roof off the place. How do you feel about that?
That'd be great. Yeah, I didn't really think that, you would actually show up. I was, part of me was just thinking that this was, almost like a prank call or something. So, I'm just kind of I'm just so excited that you're here.
I definitely understand. A lot of the guys out here that do what I do, they get it in their heads that their fans don't matter. But what they need to realize is it's not just us that make the music. The fans make us. And by proxy, they make the music.
Wow, that's super insightful. Are you like a poet and also a songwriter?
No, I don't consider myself a poet. I just consider myself a forward thinker.
So is there anything else you need to do here or?
Absolutely. Yes. We're scouting out concert spaces, and I was wondering if you would mind introducing me to security.
At that point, security shows up, and you guys hear a scuffle in the hallway. Speaking of which, I think there's something going on in the hallway, Toxic. Is your bodyguard okay?
Oh no, not again. And I'll get up and I'll go to open the door. What the hell are you doing?
Max, guard door. That's what you pay me for.
He's not letting this dude in to get his lunch. Can you guys fuck off somewhere else, maybe? Have your little whatever this is. These people are just trying to get their lunch, and he's not letting them.
Dude, what did I tell you? You can't impede people from doing their jobs. We're the guests here.
Max guard door.
Yes, Max guard door. Good. Susan, I am so sorry. I'll tell you what. Why don't Max and I accompany you guys up to the security office that we can get out of the way, and I can talk with your boss here and sort this thing out. I am so sorry.
Security's right here. What you need?
Well, Lucian steps up, well, I'm security here.
I'm testing the waters.
She pretends security.
She's Lucian, is everything okay? Having a little bit of an altercation. This gentleman was trying to get his lunch, and your friend's associate was not letting him in. And
Max guard door.
And Susan looks over to Toxic. Toxic, can you do something?
Well, yes, I can do something. Toxic steps up to Max, and he goes, and just smacks the shit out of him.
Wow. Talk about workplace hostility.
Max, I told you if this happens again, that I'm sending you to guard the porta potties at the next show. Did I not say that?
I thought you said his name was Monroe.
It's just a pet name that I have. He doesn't like to be called by his given name. It's way too formal. Look, my name is Toxic. How if it's Toxic and Monroe?
Toxic, go ahead and...
I was waiting for a roll request.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Will do. 20!
20, perfect. She's oh, yeah, Yeah, that makes sense. Lucian is eyeballing you hard right now.
So is Artie.
So is Artie.
Yeah, she's playing a part, yo.
Speaking of eyeballs, Tink, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check?
Alright.
In the security booth.
I got a 34.
So it takes a while to make each card. You gotta wait for the information to download and then configure onto the card. So you're just like kind of looking around the room, checking out the monitors, and you see like the altercation is getting a little bit out of hand. Like now you see that not only is it Artie, Max, Lucian, but also Toxic has gotten involved. You can't hear what's going on, but you can see that this is getting a little bit hectic right now. What are you about to do?
So I'm trying to judge how quickly I made the first two.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to leave this altercation very shortly, would I have time to make another two, or does that take a while?
Go ahead and roll me human perception now.
Human perception. I got a 16 on that.
It seems like the situation is slowly getting diffused. You probably have another about 5-7 minutes tops before they start heading back to your way. You may have enough time to make one more, but it's pushing it.
Okay.
It's up to you. Are you going to start another one, or are you going to pack up and head out?
I feel like I can watch these cameras pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That if I see them start heading this way, I'll have enough time to get out this door before they round the corner.
Well, then, in that case, go ahead and make me a security tech check.
All right, I'd like to do something while he's doing that.
Sure.
So in the time frame that Toxic walks up to me and hits me, as he whispers in my ear, I whisper back to him so they can't see me. So I kind of go like oof and bend over and tell him, stall. That's all I tell him. And then I come back up.
And I got a 22 on my security check.
In the time frame, in that next 5 minutes, you're able to make another card. Let's walk away from the security and back into the hallway. Ari, you are staring daggers at Toxic and Max right now. Lucian is about ready to step in and break up this confrontation himself. Max, you have given your hidden message to Toxic. But Toxic, what are you doing?
Thinking quickly. I take a huge step forward past Max, and I plant a huge kiss on Artemis as a distraction.
Okay, let me see. Let me look at the skills list to see what I'm gonna be rolling here. Alright, so we're gonna go with acting cool, I think. Because she's going to push him away. Actually, that's probably just gonna be like would that be brawling to push him away? Or is this resist torture?
Wow, that hurts.
No, like...
She means torture in a different way, not the other way.
I'm gonna roll brawl, because that sounds fun.
Before you roll brawl there, Artie,
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Right. Before you roll brawl there, Artie, I need... Toxic, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh my god.
17.
Alright. Artie, go ahead and give me a human perception.
Alright.
So, with your persuasion of 17 and Artie's human perception of 13, Toxic, go ahead and describe to me what exactly it is you're doing.
Thinking fast on my feet, I kind of just panic and just react and just reach forward and grab Artie by the waist and just jerk her in really close to me and just plant a big kiss on her. I'm just staring her right in the eyes. I'm just like, oh please, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
And Artie, what is your response to this?
Shock, first of all. It'll take her a couple of seconds, but then she's gonna, like, click back that she's, like, on a job, and she's just like, oh, fuck, and push him away.
Toxic, do you resist the push?
Actually, no, I do not resist the push.
Okay.
In fact, I do the opposite of resist and just, like, throw myself to the floor, wailing in mock pain, just like, oh no, it hurts, ah!
Wow.
When he does this and falls to the floor, I'm going to lean down to pick him up and just say to him, stop being baby. She barely touched you.
This is what I pay you for. So I just immediately start arguing with him. This is what I pay you for. You're supposed to protect me. She assaulted me. Can you please do something? You shut up. This isn't about you. And I'm just like, no, you are supposed to be protecting me. Get her. And I just look at her with this most apologetic look, like, I'm so sorry.
Artie pulls out her automatic rifle.
So,
and just stares at Max like, you don't want to do this.
In response, I will pull my shotgun and put it in her face. No, you didn't have to break out the gun in the first place.
Keep your boy in line.
So, Tink, while this is all happening, you can safely assume you probably have another 5 or 7 minutes.
Yeah. Is there any popcorn sitting around in the security room? Because I'm definitely
Roll perception.
enjoying this show.
Fuck it. Roll perception.
Okay. 23.
23. You see a half-eaten bag of popcorn next to the big boss's chair.
I go sit in the big boss's chair, throw my feet up, and enjoy the show while these cards are being made.
The third card is done.
Okay. Well, I'll start the process for the fourth card and throw my feet up and watch the monitors.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a security tech check one more time.
Got a 19 on that one.
Yep, the card starts to print. Artie, Max, Toxic. So, at this point, I'm kind of seeing Max as like Princess carrying Toxic. Part of me, like, that's the picture I have in my head. Is that an accurate statement?
That is an accurate statement. She pulled her gun. I pull mine in response as I'm picking him up off the ground.
Alright. So, Toxic, you are being manhandled right now. Artie you have an assault rifle pointed at Max, and Lucian kind of steps in and is like, I'm going to need everyone here to leave.
But what about Susan? She didn't do anything wrong. And get the cat girl. She's crazy.
I'm going to ask the three of you to head out and leave.
It's no problem. And we have somewhere else to go.
And he kind of looks around. He's like, wait. He's like, 1, 2. It's like, where's your buddy at?
He's making phone call for next location for VIP.
Lucian he starts to look around as if trying to find the manager.
Artie's gonna put her weapon back on her back, but she's still staring at Max.
Well, when she disengages her weapon, I'll disengage mine.
And Toxic will squirm out of Max's arms and try and grab Lucian's attention. Like, I'm sure if he's not standing in the hallway, he's probably in one of the bathrooms. He's got a bladder issue.
You guys all seem full of issues.
That's fair.
So
Artie's gonna turn to Susan like, you genuinely like this guy?
she kind of looks at you, like, and gives you, like, the eyes. Like, what the fuck did I just get into? And she kind of, like, blushes, walks towards the back room. Does not want to deal with this at all.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Anybody else getting the no vibe from that? Because that felt real no to me.
Jealousy is a stinky cologne.
Alright, I need all three of you to get out. Leave.
It's no problem. We were leaving anyway.
He looks down at you, Artie. He's like, you too.
Oh, cool. Is the interview over?
Yeah, the interview's over.
Awesome. So I will expect a call back?
Please leave, all of you, now.
Just gonna kind of like motion for the others and kind of start backing away slowly.
Tink, everybody starts to head down the hallway.
Alright. So, has it popped out printed yet, or?
The fourth card has popped out.
Okay. Second it pops out,
Mhm.
and I see people moving, I am tucking that in my pocket, and I'm grabbing the trash bin, and acting like I'm just taking out the trash, but instead of turning to the trash, I'm just walking right out the front door.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
17.
As you leave the security booth, dressed in your nice new blue uniform, carrying the trash bag, you get a few eyeballs from the office. They're kind of a couple people look at you. Their attention seems to be occupied elsewhere. So you head out to the main office, and what do?
Then I'm just walking out the front door with this trash.
So Tink leaves the building
With trash.
with trash and the security cards. And where are the other three uniforms?
I had like
Probably
hidden.
in the trash bag.
No, but that's fine. Yeah, I just need them with me, so that works.
Artie, Max, Toxic, the three of you are escorted out of the building.
Artie's gonna, look to see which way Max and Toxic turn and go the opposite direction. And then loop back around and meet up with them.
Okay.
Outside, away from the building.
Toxic, I'm gonna turn to Max and be like, oh, she is gonna kill me later.
Tink, you see all three of them leave the building. Artie heads off in one direction, and Toxic and Max head off towards you.
Alright.
What do you all do?
Right, once we're out of sight and everything, Max go, you get what you need?
I hold up a trash bag over my shoulder like Santa Claus.
Alright, but then it was all worth it.
Well, I think I've risked my life enough for one day. How about you guys?
I thought for a minute you might cry like baby, but you pulled it through.
I'm an artist, darling. Not that much of a baby.
I do think there might be one problem we ran into back there.
Oh? What problem?
Weren't you supposed to come back to this place with open arms? Something about a concert? I don't think I ain't gonna want you back in here.
Well, I don't think we need return for that reason, and I don't think it's that important.
We'll definitely have to come back somehow different.
Well, I never said they had to consent.
Yeah, it'd be no problem. We need you to catch back up with a little tiny Catwoman.
Yeah, where'd she go?
Hit her up on her agent.
I'll give her time. I don't want to blow anything she's doing right now.
So, Artie, what are you doing right now?
She's literally just walking around the block. If the route we take is straight down this block, she's kind of walking around one block and we'll meet them up on the other side. She's going to the parallel block, up one, and then back over to this one to catch up. Just so that she's not seen with them within the vicinity of Cypress Logistics.
Fair enough. Do you guys have a meetup point, or is there anywhere that you're going to reconvene at?
So, while he's still waiting to hit up her phone, I'll hit her agent up.
Artie, you get a phone call from Max.
What up, what up?
Alright, where we meet. Bring others.
I was just gonna do a little zigzag number and catch up with y'all on the main route. I assume we're heading back to our makeshift camp, I guess? I don't know what you call Sergei's.
Alright, so we meet you at Sergei's.
Yeah, that works.
Alright. I just go to the others. She meet us at Sergei's. We go now. And Max will start heading up that direction.
Alright. You guys leave Cypress Logistics. You guys head out of the Watson development and head back down to Little China and Sergei's pharmacy. The door is again closed and locked. Max bangs on the door. Sergei opens it up. It's like, I thought you were gone!
We still need another small favor, just for we won't be more than one day. We just have to gather some items, and then we'll be leaving, and then once we're gone, we won't be back until after we do job.
Is Artie with them at this point, or does she arrive later?
Would you like to be?
I can.
Okay, then sure.
Yeah, we actually won't be more than a few hours. Guys, the shuttle leaves tonight, so we literally just need to change and honestly get our shit together and head back there.
Max the Gritty.
I have an idea.
Please, dear God, don't tell me you're gonna play another concert or try and kiss me again. Sir.
No. Well, only half no. I promise I won't kiss you again, but I can't promise you about the concert thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tink, can I have a word?
Yeah, what do you need?
How fast can you get a message out to backdoor forums?
What are you thinking? I can probably get something out there.
I'm thinking a distraction.
And you guys were so good with distractions lately. Let's see this.
Artie's just face palming in the corner.
Well, only one of us was good at it.
I need you to get the word out to all my followers, but not make it public to everybody out there to see that we're putting on a show tonight, and the show is called Storm the Gates. Get the followers to storm the main entrance of Cypress Logistics while we sneak in back at the hangar, and everybody on the net will see us take off with the space shuttle.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me. While they're so focused on the people, on our fans storming the main entrance, they won't bother to be checking security in the hangar. That way we can just sneak through.
But the shuttle is planned to take off tonight, and if you storm the gates, they might postpone it. And then when we steal the shuttle, they'll be like, oh my god, something's wrong, and we'll probably have a lot more resistance when we get up to the station.
My dear Artie, it's not about the path of least resistance. It's about the path to greatness.
How many bodies do you want me to leave lifeless for this mission?
As many as you have to, dear.
Then why couldn't I just kill the people at the security desk?
It is not time for bodies!
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go with that plan. I don't think that's our... Let's maybe try some other options. Can we...
Well, I'm open to suggestions because they obviously know what we all look like.
Right. But, it's a different crew at night, right? It's a different security crew because they don't run at night. That security crew might not know us. Even so, I imagine we can take them out easily. I'm not saying lethally. I'm saying just easily, just knock them out.
How about I make suggestions as well? I mean, you still stick with your plan if you think that's the best course, but maybe since we different crew, we have new uniforms and IDs that we just here for inspection on vessel that needs an inspection over the inspection team or the repair crew of the saying that we go in and we were just there for minor checkups and any types of repairs on aircraft through hangar.
Well, what did you put on our badges? Like, what's our?
I just point to the guy. Ask Cowboy. You know what he put on there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is what did you put on the security badges for us?
Seeing how small this place is, I doubt I would have put all of us the same thing.
Well, Tink, go ahead. Tell us what's on the badges. What names did you use and what positions?
Well, since Artie was getting a security interview and people saw her be security, it wouldn't be too hard to pass off security, and I made her security. Me and Toxic, I made us have janitorial. Our last friend here is going to have to find him a lab coat because I made him lab. That's the only places I saw while I was working. I didn't see any hangar stuff, so I didn't know to... We could always still fake it, but that's what the badges say.
Great, that's amazing. And you relay that information to everybody?
Yes.
So, while you guys are inside Sergei's, Tink lays out several uniforms. They are just traditional blue slacks, blue button-up shirts. He lays out 3 badges. Tink already has his. Artie is labeled security. Max is labeled lab tech. And Toxic, you're part of the janitorial staff. What do y'all do?
Welcome to the poo crew.
So I think what we do is we go in for our normal shift, say we night shift, already in the system, so they can check it anyways. And then we should be able to go into our spaces. We wait a few minutes. We contact each other on agents. One of us I'll point to Artie. We'll check the hangar. Then you can signal us to let us know if it is all clear. And then we try to sneak in without much shooting if possible. That should be last resort. That's just my opinion, of course.
I am not actually in the system.
Yeah, but you are security, so...
I'm saying that interview did not go well, so...
Well, again, they don't know that. They're on my critical.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna know.
Well, you have badge. It says security. So play it off.
Yeah. I mean, I will, obviously, but,
Change your hair?
Yeah, but it might be better to change your look a little bit, just to be sure.
Change your hair, change your looks. Look different.
Change my hair?
You can still have cat ears, just make your hair look different.
Okay, so a wig is what I'm hearing. I should buy a wig on the way, because...
Well, if you don't need wig, there's a spray can right over here that's green.
Alright, so a wig. I'm gonna need to get a wig.
She seems pretty in a wig, so...
Max just winks at you because he's just playing with you at this point.
Because, I mean, like, we gotta go in a few hours, and I don't know if y'all know this, but dyeing hair is it's a long process. So...
We could always cut hair, make it look different.
I'm gonna hard pass on that one. I can find a wig. They're easy to find, and probably relatively cheap. So, that's my plan.
Or you could just walk by a store, have mannequin with wig, you just happen to snatch wig without no one knows, and then you have free wig.
That might work too.
No, that way no pay.
I do like that. But, okay, regardless, I can make that stop on the way. We should figure out what the rest of the plan is to get everybody onto the hangar, or onto the ship. Obviously, I will fly it. We're gonna have to do something with the current crew of the ship. Maybe there's Tink, you got the layout you got the blueprints for that ship, right?
Yeah, there's some lockers back in the locker room. That's what it's for. And we can stuff them in there. Or...
I was thinking somewhere on board the ship, since they're probably going to be on board the ship.
Ooh. I don't think it's a bad idea for a crew to be on ship. Same as us.
Yeah, don't want them breaking out and trying to get the ship back. I know we can handle it, but
we also don't want
risk.
somebody else finding them at Cyprus Logistics and then alerting the space station that something is up.
Isn't there janitorial closets? Maybe stuff inside there, lock, or make a lock so they can't get out and no one can get in?
I don't like the idea that anybody can access a lock even if it's unlockable. At least if they're on the ship with us, we know nobody's going to find them.
Yeah, but then we still have problem. And if they break loose or try to get loose, they could send message, they could cause problem. There's too many variables there, in my opinion.
I mean, we could always just kill them.
I don't think we need to do that. We draw attention to ourselves, but we can subdue them, make them unconscious, yes?
So knock them out, tie them up, lock them up, take all of their belongings, remove any items from the room itself. I mean, I don't see how they'd be able to get out.
That's what the cowboy was suggesting, and Max was suggesting too. We tie them up, we put them in a room, whether it be closet or...
But I'm saying do that on board the ship, where nobody else can access said locked room.
I believe in Android, is there a place we can put them in there safely and be okay?
There's plenty of room on the ship. I mean, it's a cargo ship that's supposed to have a lot of things on it.
I think that's going to be our safest bet. We're not going to have a lot of people on board that ship, just us. And as long as we've got eyes on that door, it should be fine.
Is cargo already on board the ship?
Just the basic supplies. The main cargo is what we're trying to go get, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I guess we have sort of plan.
I think it'll do. So, you got the badges. The case is already on board that we have to keep the cargo cold in. Do we have the power source?
Well, if I can get back into the equipment room where I got these uniforms, I did see some generators in there, so those look promising. I could probably rig something up to keep everything going.
That does sound promising.
Well, since you and other men are janitors, you could probably do that as a side thing. Maybe work together because you're janitorial anyways, and that way you can make it look like you're doing something.
Yeah, look like you belong.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You might have to say that you're moving it for cleaning, and then you will return it if anyone questions anything.
The real question is, though, we need to take out the ship people, but what about the normal night shift janitors and people? I do know when they show up. I watched enough to get a general idea when people show up. We could do something about that so they don't show up as well. Or
we could stop them before they get there, maybe?
You'd be the expert on that.
I can do that, if that is the plan.
Well, yeah, we should probably take care of them. Showing up 2 people on night shift is going to raise some alarms there.
So, you guys have your equipment. You guys have a plan. All that's left now is to execute it. So, when would you like to head out to do that?
Artie's going to head out, as soon as she changes, honestly, because she's still got to stop and get a wig.
Alright. Max?
Since she has to leave early and I'm a lab person anyways, I'll leave right behind her.
Tink?
Well, I wrote down what time shift changes is, so how far is that from now for night shift to come in?
Night shift comes in a few hours.
Okay. Well, I'll head off with the rest of the group, but I'm going to relay that information, our deadline.
So Artie's going to head a little bit early, and then the rest of you's going there. Toxic, what are you up to?
I'm going to stick close to Max.
A few hours pass. Everybody changes into their respectable uniforms, attaches their security cards. The only thing, though, is that you all are still carrying a lot of weapons. So, where are you keeping these?
I'm keeping everything of mine in a trash bag when I come back through the entrance.
Okay. Artie?
I'm security.
Mm-hmm.
That's my answer. I'm security.
Okay. Max? What's your lab techie answer?
Have to find a little suitcase or briefcase. I don't think the briefcase is going to cover it, but something where I'm a lab tech, so I'm bringing something in with me, like tools or whatever. That's what I'm going to try to find, something like a little case that I can put my shotgun in, and I'm bringing it with me through a case.
Well, I think you all know what I'm going to ask for now.
Personal grooming.
Oh.
Please, style. Yes, let me do it again. Yes, Let my stylish ways rain down upon you.
Well, I was going to ask for a conceal and reveal object check, but let's go ahead and do the personal grooming and style checks first.
Alright, line it up, bitches.
Oh, wow.
I'm not joking. Line it up.
So, what did everybody roll?
I got a 15 personal grooming and a 12 wardrobe and style for Artie.
That'll
She
work.
is functioning security.
Can I get some help with my personal grooming?
I will give you my 16 and 17.
My wardrobe and style is fine in the 13. It's like, it's doable. But a 6 to my personal grooming is... Man, I
Apparently
forgot to take a
it's not
shower.
Great.
doable.
Somebody needs to tell me to go take a shower.
Why do you smell like dumpster butter?
Gross.
Ew. Go to your room, think about what you just did.
Dumpster butter.
You're welcome. 12 for wardrobe and style, 17 for personal grooming.
Max rolled 7 for wardrobe and style, 13 for personal grooming.
With Toxic's help, I got a 16 for personal grooming and a 17 for wardrobe and style.
With Toxic closely supervising everybody changing into their uniforms, doing up their hair and makeup, you all look halfway decent and presentable. But for those that are trying to conceal their weapons, I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and roll me a hide objects check.
Conceal and reveal.
Conceal and reveal objects. So go ahead and conceal those objects.
Max is rolling an 11.
Tink rolled a 12.
Come on, Toxic. 13, 13, 13.
Toxic is still trying to find the fuck. Oh, there it is.
Top left.
7!
Let us down, Toxic.
So, Artie,
Yes.
as you were heading out the door, you see them trying to hide their various weapons. Max has decided to wrap his up in paper. Tink has put his shotgun, in a trash bag, but the barrel is definitely sticking out of the trash bag, and it is bulging. And Toxic is just tucked it in his pants. Like, he's just...
Oh my god.
Like the barrel is pointing at his junk.
No, we can't have that.
With a 7, that's what you fucking do.
Can I look around Stargaze area, see if there's anything that looks like it might be useful in helping them to conceal these items?
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception.
It's only going to be a 17.
17 beats the 15 that you needed. So, Tink, Max, Toxic, what weapons are you trying to hide?
Mine's a shotgun.
Shotgun, okay.
Mine is a heavy hand cannon.
I'm hiding a shotgun. I'm also trying to hide my cowboy hat. I think it'd be a little weird if I came in with a cowboy hat on.
Alright. So, Artie, the first thing that you notice is there is a lunchbox that would probably be about the size that Toxic can fit his gun into. You also find a medical storage case used to transport different things, defibrillators and the like, and it can probably be hollowed out and is just enough size that if you turn it on a catty corner, can hide the shotgun. And for Tink, you probably would suggest a waste disposal box instead of a trash bag.
Alright, so without saying anything to the guys, she's gonna go around and, she's gonna grab the lunchbox, and then she's gonna walk over to Toxic. She's gonna pull the gun out from where it's hidden, quote unquote, hidden, put it in the lunchbox, close the lunchbox, hand it to him, and just, smile, get it? And then she's gonna do the same thing with the other two items. Hollow out the medical kit, hand it to Max, and then bring the medical waste over to Tink. Alright, so that's how it's actually done, guys. See how we're hiding the things in character. You as a janitor. Better than a trash bag that the gun actually sticks out of. A lunchbox for an employee. And a medical kit for a lab tech. My job here is done.
Well,
So you just pull Toxic's gun out of his pants?
Yes, she does.
you could have blown my junk off.
You're just gonna have to trust me when I say I know how to use this better than you do. And then she'll wink.
I think that's the first time my character has ever actually blushed in game.
The real question is, was she talking about the handgun or something else?
Oh no.
It was the handgun.
I'm in danger!
Artie, you will head out first, and you can pick up a cheap wig on the way there. And Artie, you have opted not to hide your weapons. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, she's only got her bag is one of her weapons. She's got a handgun, and then she's got an assault rifle. If there's like any kind of case that she can put it into that might look less suspicious, then she'll use that.
Well, that sounds like a conceal and reveal check.
It's a 9. Did she find anything good?
No, not really.
Yeah, then she's not gonna bother.
Okay.
She found despair.
She's like, I also have pants.
She was more focused on them than she was on herself, and she's just like, fuck it, my badge says security.
You're trying to wrap it up in your jacket, and you looks like, yeah, hopefully they don't see me do this. And you're like, fuck it, and just put it across your back and be like, fuck it, I'm done. Yep. And you head out. Max, Tink, Toxic, what are the three of you up to?
Actually, I'd like to go back to what you just said, and I'd like to know if I can make a perception check to see if I can find something for Artie to put her gun in, just like she did for the rest of us.
Sure!
I'm just gonna head to the lab area.
Max, what'd you roll?
Roll a 16.
Max, searching through Sergey's little shop, you find an equipment bag for like Little League.
Is it something that she could put her gun in, and it looks like like an accessory that she could use that she wouldn't mind using?
It would look like she's carrying a backpack into work.
That's not unusual for a security person. So if that works, since she just did this to the rest of us, I'm gonna walk straight up to her with this little bag and say, "Look, put her gun into the bag, give it to her. This is how it's done."
Yeah, but I'm security.
Yeah, you have security bag. None of your guns in it.
But I'm security.
Sounds fair to me. Toxic and Tink head out. Max has his moment with Artie, and everybody heads out. Artie, you head out a little bit earlier than everybody to pick up your wig. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Who is actually going to get there first? Who is going to take care of the janitorial staff is, I guess, my question.
Artie was supposed to be the one taking them out.
Okay. Go ahead and start with Artie then, because you will be arriving at Cypress Logistics first then, if you're going to take them out. How do you take them out? How do you decide to do this?
She's kind of working a perimeter, keeping an eye out for anyone that looks familiar from the other night, and anybody wearing Cypress Logistics gear.
All right. As you look around, you see two people coming into work. Both of them have the same uniform that you're wearing. Both of them in the dull blue with the Cypress Logistic logo on the breast.
She's going to try to intercept them before they actually reach the building.
All right.
Because she doesn't want to do this right in front.
Okay. You go ahead and you walk up to them. What do you do?
She's actually just going to be attempting to knock them out and hide them in an alleyway. So she's not going to walk straight up to them. She's going to kind of be a little bit tactical about this and use some sneaky sneak and then some punchy punch.
Well, then go ahead and roll me a sneaky sneak and a punchy punch check. So stealth, and then we'll go ahead with either a brawl check or you can use your handbag.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I already rolled brawl. So stealth is going to be a 20 and brawling is a 17.
So Artie, as you sneak up behind them, they don't seem to notice you. Go ahead and roll me 2 brawling checks then.
Okay. So the first one's 17, second one is a 19.
Go ahead and describe how you knock these two out.
So are they walking side by side?
More or less, they're walking side by side. They're chatting about the day, their day. Since they work on night shift, most of the time they spent sleeping, so they're kind of complaining about noisy neighbors and how they can't find blinds that hide 100% of the light.
God, I feel for them so much. Oh, it's okay. I gotta beat him up anyways. All right, so basically, she's gonna kind of creep out of the shadows. She's going to just for cinematic sense, she's going to use the back of the knee as kind of a springboard for one, and like to drop him down some, do like a kind of like jump punch towards the other one, and then as she's turning back, kick the one that she already like stepped on. So like step, punch, kick.
All right, so you have
any sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So you have totally knocked out 2 people in the street.
And she's going to quickly hide them into a dumpster.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me an athletics check so you can see if we can haul these away.
16.
Beats the 15 that you needed. So, Artie, You grab both of them by the legs and you start to drag them off into a back alley where they're never seen again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Until they wake up.
Yeah. When she stops and gets the wig, can she also get like a little padlock?
Sure.
She's gonna lock them in that for now.
Dear God. Dear God, woman!
It'll have air. They just can't get out.
This is effective. I like it.
Oh, all right. So
this is her job. She's meant to be effective.
Very effective. Kind of scary, but effective. Max, Tink, Toxic. As the three of you are walking down the street, a person wearing the Cypress Logistics uniform walks out of a back alley. It is a woman. She is wearing a what color wig?
It's black.
A black wig. Let's see how well that black wig is on. So go ahead and roll me grooming.
Stupid negative. 8. Okay, but in her defense, it probably just came loose during the scuffle.
Fair.
So, as she walks out, she's wearing this black bob cut kind of wig. But underneath the wig, you definitely see a layer of dark purple hair just kind of cascading down her shoulders. The wig is doing very little to hide her familiar hair color.
If anybody asks her, purple is her natural color.
I say you still should use the green spray can.
Shit, can you see the purple? Oh, sorry, I just... and she's like gonna fix her. Try and like tuck the hair back under. Sorry, I got 2 of them taken care of so far.
Tank, Toxic?
Well, a good job being ahead of us and getting that done. There's still your security people that are going to be showing up. That'll be a little harder.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And she just kind of grin.
I'm gonna pull out my camera on my device, and I'm just gonna be like, nice, and snap a picture of her smiling, surrounded by unconscious peoples.
Oh, they're in the dumpster behind her.
I'm gonna catch like an arm hanging out of the dumpster.
Oh man, I thought I got them all in there. Can one of y'all fix that?
I'm gonna be like, well, don't look at me.
She's gonna look directly at you.
Fine.
Thanks, you're the best. She's gonna go back to doing her perimeter sweep out in the front area, just seeing if she sees anybody else coming in.
As you're walking through the perimeter, you don't see anybody else in the Cypress Logistics. A few people did take notice of your little knockout display, but since this is Night City, no one's really going to be asking questions, especially in this district. Everybody's just kind of keeping their heads down, and they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the district of, this is the corporate warfare district.
Mm-hmm.
And we are wearing that corporation's uniform.
Well,
they're like, oh, the new regime's taken over.
Max, Tink, what are you two doing as Toxic is stuffing a body into the trash can?
Keeping a lookout for the next person we need to knock out, the security people that are supposed to show up.
You don't see anybody entering the building.
I want to get there soon. Like I'm pretty sure he knows the timetable for when the lab people arrive, so I want to try to arrive just before they get there. And I'm actually going to try to mingle in like I belong, and I'm going to just like pretend like I'm a worker there. So when I enter, I just look like the rest of them.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
So I roll a 26. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to blend in with the rest of the workers. So they don't really, like, I'm sure they know that people work there, but they may not know everyone. So I'm just going to blend in.
So a group of 4 or 5 people, a couple of them are wearing lab coats, all head towards the building. Max, you sneak in with them. As they're scanning their badges, everybody's kind of looking up. You come up, you scan yours. Light turns green. You're allowed into the building. No one seems to bat an eye to you.
All right, I'm just going to follow the rest of them back to where the lab area is.
Max, you head into the lab. No issues. No one seems to be paying attention to you. You are in. Tables line the walls, and in the center, it seems to be different types of equipment. Mainly, it's mixing of the cleaning agents that they use, and also bits of mechanics and cyberware in the back.
I do have some. Well, if I need to, I like to go to that area because I have some basic tech. So if I need to do pretend like I'm doing something with that, I can roll that if you want me to.
Sure, go ahead and roll me a tech check.
All right, I rolled a 21.
So you spend a little bit of time doing basic maintenance. You blend right into the workers. Everybody seems to be just into their jobs. No one questions the fact that you're there. No one seems to notice that someone new is in the building. Very good job.
All right. And when nobody's paying attention, I'm just going to hit my agent and just say I'm in, and just to Artie.
Artie, you get a message from Max.
She's going to respond back. Copy.
Artie, Tink, Toxic, what are the 3 of you up to?
Has the janitorial team gone in yet?
You knocked out the janitorial team.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, she's gonna send the other 2 in. She's gonna be like, those guys are the janitors. Go on in. You guys should be good.
Toxic. Tink.
All right. Guess we're going in. She can handle herself. So, I'm trying to stay a little bit behind everybody after everybody else has clicked in.
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds later than everybody else. So, but then just come behind everybody else and see if that goes well.
At the front entrance of the desk, there is a new person. Susan has clocked out for the evening. There's a man there. He seems to be dressed as a security guard. As you guys scan your badges, Tink, you are very confident in your abilities. Both badges are scanned and turned green, and the security guard doesn't bat an eye at you.
So once I'm in, I'm gonna head up to the janitorial and send back to Artie Blake. Security sitting. They're scanning the badges, so they might have a problem with you also being security. Good luck figuring that out.
Awesome.
Toxic, what are you up to?
I'm going to proceed towards the lab like I belong there.
What are you doing in the lab?
I'm just going to start, heading up and taking out trash bags and stuff out of trash cans, looking around all, nonchalant.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception there, Toxic.
10.
Okay. As you're walking towards the lab to empty out trash bags and whatnot, you pass the break room. And in the break room, you see about 3 people sitting in the middle of the room. They seem to be just talking. Each of them seems to have a bottle, and they're just eating from a bag of kibble. None of them are dressed in the blue uniforms that you're wearing. They seem to be dressed in flight suits. Before we go any further, let's go to Artie. Artie, how are you getting into the building?
She's gonna walk in the front door.
All right. You walk into the front door, where Susan used to sit at her desk. There is a security guard. He's looking on something on his agent.
She will nod to him, and if he even pays attention to her, otherwise she's just gonna head straight back towards the hangar.
Ma'am?
Yeah, what's up?
You forgot to sign in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And she'll go and... I thought they had to scan the badges, at the beginning. So, yeah, she's gonna swipe her badge.
He looks down at it. Are you new? I thought I was the only one on shift tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be heading with the crew. Lucian wanted a little bit of extra muscle for the flight. What with all the hubbub going on with the... what's that guy? Toxic?
Excuse me?
Want a little bit... Have you not seen the web? There have been some fangirls trying to get in here.
So you're going up in the shuttle?
That is correct.
I don't have security on the schedule.
Did Lucian forget to put me on there?
Let me call him real quick and just get a clarification on this.
Here, let me just show you my she'll pull out her agent, and while she's doing that with the one hand, she's gonna reach over and sucker punch him with the other one to knock him out.
Go ahead, roll me a brawl check.
Slide in the hand, bitches. There we go, 20.
Roll for damage.
Oh shit, how do I... 10 damage. Knock him the fuck out.
Yep, 10 damage.
She's not going lethal damage, she's going... What's the... non-lethal. I'm like, what's the not lethal kind?
He's just a grunt. So as you lean over to show the agent, you just clock him in the temple. He just kind of hits the ground, or he hits the floor, and he seems to be out like a light. What do you do?
She's going to first of all break his agent.
Okay.
Casually drag him over to the janitorial closet and lock him in.
Tink!
Well, Tink saw, he figured you might do it this way, so he had already went to the janitorial and got, a janitorial cart, and you see him just strolling up with the janitorial cart, ready to help you, hide the body.
Perfect. Wasn't that cool, though? That little sleight of hand trick? Yeah,
I figured you would try something like that, yes.
Well, I did try diplomacy first, but...
I would just like on the record that Artie's body count is 3 now.
It's all non-lethal so far.
You guys,
so far.
You guys cart the security guard to the janitorial closet, locking him in. Max, Toxic, what are you two doing while this exchange is going on?
I'm just looking like I work there, so I'm just calmly going through the motions, checking stuff out, looking at things, looking at tests, and just pretending like I work there. I'm trying to be, not noticeable, so that way people just think of me as another employee.
So the door I'm standing in front of, is that the only way out?
Out of the lab, yes.
I'm going to motion to my companion to come over
Alright, I'm gonna pick up like a little soda can, walk on over here. Hey, you forgot this, and toss it in his little garbage bag.
I'm gonna lean in real close and be like, knock them out. I'll stand by the door so no one will see you.
Exactly if I knock out a lot of people.
So nobody can raise the alarm when we knock out the people in flight suits and steal their uniforms.
You're going to knock out the other one? I'll take the one in the back.
Why not?
Alright, I'll make my way back there like I'm doing my job. Walk up, see that hopefully like he's doing his job, not really knows me, and then I will try to knock out this guy here.
Okay. I need both of you to go ahead and roll me a brawl check, or if you're using a weapon, a melee check.
I'm doing non-lethal. I roll 15.
Okay.
Can I use the butt of my hand cannon to knock this dude on the back of the head?
Sure. Roll a melee check.
There we go.
Okay.
16.
Alright, so 15 and 16 will both hit respectively. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I got a 13.
I got an 8.
So with the 13, the back of the gun strikes the guy in the back of the head. He goes out. Max, you punch the guy in the face. He goes onto the floor, and he's just kind of like, oh, what just happened? Oh, what just happened? He's a little confused, but he wobbly starts to try to get back to his feet.
Try and knock him out.
All right, roll again. And roll for damage.
All right, another 6.
All right. He's wobbly, gets back to his feet, and you're just like, well, that didn't work, and then you kick him in the face, and he goes down hard.
Artie's proud of you, Toxic, for managing to end the guy with one punch. Well, one smack, at least.
Oh, yeah, that's right. California roll.
Okay.
She's no longer proud.
So the two lab techs are out cold. While you guys are doing that, Tink, Artie, what are you two up to?
After I drop this guy off in the janitorial closet, I'll leave him to Artie to either tie up or do whatever. That's her thing. And I'll take my cart down to equipment room.
Wait, no. Well, before you do that, Tink.
What?
Can you set the security footage on a loop? That way, no one erase the footage of us being here, and then set it on a loop so that there's no trace of us being here.
I can do that. No problem.
Cool. Where's the thing? I'll go get the thing.
Down in the equipment room, if you look on the shelf there to the left bottom, there should be a big old generator. It's pretty obvious.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll take the cart, and she will go and do the manual labor task. That way he can take over the tech specs with the security.
Okay. So the security booth is locked, Tink. How are you getting in?
Okay. Does my badge not get me in?
Your badge as a janitor does not get you in.
Well, I figured I'd have made the badges have all access. Just say one thing.
That's not what you didn't tell me you were going to do that. So
just Artie will swipe her badge for you.
Okay.
That works too. There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
At least I made one of us security.
Right. Good. Very good thinking. Very smart. Tink, you head into security. Artie, you head into the storage. Tink, go ahead and roll me a security tech check.
Alright. So, I'm looking at these cameras here, and I'm trying to figure out where they basically go into a recorder. And it looks a little too complicated for me, so I'm basically just going to take the recording. And I rolled a 16.
So you delete the recording and you download it onto your agent. Are you doing anything else to the feed, or are you just leaving it as a blank slate?
Just leaving it as a blank slate. I mean, well, actually, I'll loop last night's footage. That's what I'll do if that's here.
Okay.
I don't have any I couldn't think of what to loop. I'll loop last night's footage though.
All right. So you play. So you just play last night's footage on as the live feed. All right. I'm down with that. Alrighty, you're in storage. You see several boxes, crates, and you see 2 generators in the back corner.
How big are they?
They are about the size of one of those portable like animal carriers, like for
a cat.
Yeah, like for a cat.
Okay, so 2 of those. So they'll both fit on the cart. Then,
they'll both fit on the cart. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was mostly figuring out if she could get both or just one. So she'll put both of them on the cart.
Okay.
And then
they weigh about 70 pounds apiece.
Do I need to make any checks to haul them onto the cart?
As long as you're not trying to like lift them over your head and toss them, probably not.
No. She's gonna bend at the knees and just kind of she probably doesn't have to lift them that far off the ground because she's gonna put them on the bottom shelf of the cart. So
okay. You guys have the generators in hand. Tink has erased the security footage. Max and Toxic have knocked out the lab techs. The only 3 people left in the building are, well, the team that's about to head up to the shuttle. So, what do y'all do?
Artie's gonna call Tink as she's pushing the cart. Once she gets to the... Like, if she gets to the break room and sees the people in flight suits, she's gonna call Tink.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of step back a little bit so that she's not right in the doorway as she makes this phone call.
Okay. Tink, on your agent, you get a phone call from Artie.
I'm literally just like coming around the corner, letting it ring, and then you hear it ring as I step around the corner, like,
Hey, can you lock this door up here to the break room?
Does your security badge not let you lock the doors?
I didn't think about that. She'll go and, like, try and close the door without them seeing her,
mm-hmm.
and then try and lock it from the outside with her security badge.
The doors will automatically lock once they're closed.
Right, but she wants to lock it from the outside so that they can't open it from the inside.
Your badge will not do that, no. Your badge will only give you access, not control the locks.
So then she's gonna turn and repeat her question to Tink.
Okay.
Well, I'll see what I can do, but just keep them in there.
I mean, I can do that, but I was just thinking, since the door's already closed, keep it locked.
While we're sitting here, I'm going to tell Toxic, message Catwoman, let her know we need aid to knock out these 3 people in the room.
Well, Toxic's by the door, so he can actually see Artie walking down the hallway.
Okay.
She's hovering a few feet away from the door to the break room.
I step out.
As you step out to the hallway, Artie turns the corner. You guys face each other.
She, like, puts her finger to her lips to, like, the universal sign for be quiet, and then she's gonna nod towards the break room, and then she's gonna hold up one finger like hang on just a minute, tell him not to do anything until Tink finishes what he's working on.
So when I was in security, is there like a thing that you can manually control door locks, or should I like go up to the individual doors?
Well, from how you've been walking around and doing everything, the security booth, basically has the alarms and has the feed from all the cameras. To lock a particular door, you can do it from the security booth, but it will not stop the people from opening the door with their access cards. So to lock it, you're going to have to hack into the system and do a manual override. And basically, what you're going to do is you're going to have to hack into it so it doesn't recognize any cards.
Well, hack or some other thing. Alright, let me see what I can do with this thing.
Okay. Electronics and security tech.
I got an 18.
So describe to me how you're breaking the door.
Well, I'm pretty familiar with breaking in to the storage, so it's probably the same system. It's a little bit different, though, because I'm trying to make it where the security badges don't read. So I'm basically just familiar with it enough that I can press like the reset on it so that the badges no longer like work for that.
Okay, so you basically do a factory reset and no badges can work on it.
Yeah, I'd have to go print a new badge off for anything to work on that.
All right. As you plug into the system, the light is green. After you work for about a minute or so, the light turns red, and as you swipe your card over it, the break room door does not unlock. There seems to be no commotion from the other side as well.
Well, if we don't need to get in there, then they're not getting out no more, so...
Sounds like a plan. And Artie's going to push the cart off to the hangar.
Artie, as you open the door to the hangar, you see the massive shuttle. The doors are closed, and the shuttle door is open. Everything seems to be loaded inside already. All you need to do is just strap down the generators, and you guys can make your way up.
She will start loading the generators up while she waits for the other 3 to get there, and then begin her pre-flight check.
So Artie puts the generators in and starts to turn on the engines. Tink, as you start to hear the roar of the engines, the door to the birth room starts to jiggle and jitter, and people start to knock on it. Hello? Someone in there? Someone out there? Hello? The door's not opening. Hello?
I'm just gonna ignore it and like step off the side. Are we just leaving them in there, or?
Go. We have no time.
All right. I hope they don't figure out a way out.
All right, Max, Toxic. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna push Toxic through the door if he doesn't start moving.
Okay.
No, I come out and I just step up to the door and I hear them go, "Hey, can someone help? The doors aren't working." I just walk up to it with a smile and be like, "You just wait right here. I'll go get help."
Don't give them that. Don't give them hope.
You're not there, Artie. We literally had this discussion last week.
No, that's H saying that.
I am a thief of joy.
So I'm gonna still be discussing with the people like they do have their agents, they can still make calls, so we like I said, still gonna leave them in there or what?
So the shuttle's engines are roaring, but the hangar door is still closed.
Yeah, she's not gonna bother with the hangar door until they're on board. Is there something on the inside the shuttle to activate this hangar door, or is it? Or
not that you see. As you're in the shuttle, you see a green button off next to the door, so someone just has to hit the button.
I go up there and hit the button.
Okay. Max, you see the button, and you hit the button, the door starts to open.
Door starts open, I'll run back to the shuttle to get on board.
Okay.
Hopefully the other two already got on board while I'm doing this.
Tink, Toxic, what are you two up to? Does everybody get on board?
Yes, but right before I get on board, I activate a live stream as I'm walking towards the ship. And say, "What's up, music fans?"
I facepalm.
And just wait and watch the fan watches roll in. We're like, "Oh yes, we are live at Cyprus Logistics, and guess what we are doing tonight?" And I just point the camera at the shuttle. So we are going to space.
I make sure I stay out of that camera.
Yeah, Artie is also staying out of the camera because she doesn't want Copperhead to murder her.
Yeah, good on you for self-incriminating, taking the fall. I'm proud of you, but
Hey, heroes are remembered, but legends never die. Fortune favors the bold, dude. Come on.
Good for you. Staying out of the camera either way.
That's it. I'm live streaming.
I just wanted to see if you were going to have a bigger speech.
Is he still live streaming?
No, definitely not live streaming. No.
Artie is going to stay, hidden until after she is sure he has stopped.
Alright, we need to go before anything else happens.
Okay.
I'm waiting for everybody to say they're on board.
I'm on board. I don't know. I can't speak for Toxic.
Yeah, I was going to say. He didn't.
I'm also on board.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm on board too, and when I get on and get situated, I start playing new music samples through the speakers in the space shuttle.
So, Artie, everybody's on board.
Max will sit in the co-pilot seat since she's in the pilot seat.
Perfect. So, Artie, Max, the shuttle doors close, the hangar doors open, and the night is clear and ready for takeoff. What do y'all do?
Well, first things first. Has Toxic stopped the live stream?
I feel like I should lie and say yes.
Well, Tiny Woman, we have no time for discussion. We need to get going before anyone else comes.
Because now they know we're coming. You realize that, right? With the live streaming.
We have to deal with when we get there. We've got to go now.
She's just going to kind of glare at Toxic and then take off. Possibly a little bit more rough than she initially intended.
Help you with checklists, I know you how to do it. I'll just go through and I'll push a couple buttons and say, yep, check, check, check.
Oh yeah, she already did her stuff.
Double checking, so make sure we're all set. I just tell you, all's go.
Yeah, she just goes. I assume that you're going to want a pilot air vehicle check.
So, Artie, what did you roll for your pilot air vehicle check?
I only got a 13.
13. You're not in any type of immediate danger right now, but in your haste, the shuttle kind of stutters and jerks forward at it very violently. It's not.
I did say that would happen because she is not happy.
Yep, it is not your best takeoff, but it's an okay takeoff. The shuttle lifts off the ground. It's not leveling correctly. There's going to be a little bit of turbulence along the way, but you're able to shoot off into the sky. You have your heading, you have your bearings, and you're heading towards the unmanned space station.
What they don't know is that she's actually doing the turbulence. She's hitting every bit of turbulence she can because she's angry. She's just like, this is what you get. This is what you fucking get.
It's going to be a 40-minute trip to the space station.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
All right, does anybody do anything during the trip? Or is everybody just kind of strapped down and just trying to get through this?
I mean, would we have to like communicate with like anything like air traffic control or something? Is that normal?
As far as you know, it's unmanned. Copperhead says that this is an entirely automated space station, so probably not.
Okay. Once we're airborne and we're fine, I'm just going to get rid of my gear that I'm on right now and just put in my combat medtech gear for whatever next, so that way I'm ready to get prepared to go for whatever we arrive to.
Toxic is just loving this right now. He's filming scenes out the window. He's getting close-ups of everybody, and he's just so excited to be here.
Artie's staying as far out of that, like she's like putting her hand up in front of her face that she's not noticed.
If you try to put the camera in my face to get a close-up, I'm breaking your agent. We're going to attempt to.
We don't want to be filmed.
As you guys head off into the night sky, you make your way towards the space station. Go ahead, roll perception checks for everybody.
Max roll 24.
Tank got a 23.
Already got an 18.
Toxic got a 26.
Artie's focused more on actually flying.
That's why I'm in the co-pilot seat, so I can perceive better.
Yep.
Apparently you got eyes like a goddamn eagle from the back seat.
That's because all you're doing is looking. You're just like, oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, what's that?
You make your way to the space station. Toxic, you see it first. You see a ship fly past you, which is kind of odd, especially, being this close to a low-orbit station. There should not be another ship for miles.
Hey guys, anything about this struck you as odd?
Max, you see another ship actually heading in the opposite direction, away from the space station.
I'll point it out to Artie.
Are there any kind of indicators on the other shuttle?
Did I see anything in particular?
You don't see anything particular about the shuttle. It's just another low-orbit shuttle, just like the one that you're flying.
I did not see any markings or anything. It looked like a somewhat similar shuttle to us, but going opposite direction.
Is it military, non-military?
Did not look military to me.
The low-orbit station that you're heading towards, the lights are all on. And
all right, well, it's company.
Max, you see a blinking dot on the ship's comms.
Look, comm, communication, blinky blinky.
Artie will, she'll activate the voice-only comms.
Mm-hmm.
The shuttle that she's in, what's the number on the outside?
Drazat 229.
Go for Drazat 229.
You hear static. Drazat 229. This is the low-orbit shuttle Eclipsis. You are flying very close to our location. Please state your business.
Just here on a routine supply run.
Drazat 229. What company are you with?
Cypress Logistics.
Silence for a second. Another static. Drazat 229, you do have permission to land upon landing bay 1. Please make your way to landing bay 1. The lights are on.
Copy that. Thank you much.
Goes radio silence. And you see running lights upon one of the docking stations of the ship.
She is going to turn the comms back off, turn to the rest of the crew. So this is a fucking trap. Just so you are all aware.
Well, the best way to get rid of trap is just to spring it, yes?
Oh yeah, that's the plan. Max, how confident are you in your ability to land this thing, or do I need to land it?
I can try best I can to help land the ship, if that helps.
I'll stay at the helm for now, and we won't open the doors until we're all ready.
Tink. Toxic sees the ship. Max sees the other ship, plus he sees the blinking light. As you're looking at your window, you see a logo on the space station. Okay. It's a logo that you've seen quite recently. Petrochem.
God damn, I knew you were going to say that. I'm like sitting here like, it's going to be Petrochem. It's going to be Petrochem.
I'm definitely relaying that information. When they're sitting there talking like, did you see any markets? I'm like, it was a Petrochem. So,
And that is where we'll end it for tonight. Thank you all for listening. This has been Sunday Night presenting CyberPunk Red, The Heist, Part 4. Tune in next week for Part 5 as they dive into the not abandoned low-orbit station. See you all next week. Goodbye!
Bye!
DJ, play us out.